So hello and welcome to this free Electroneum Central video, and today I'm going to be talking about the unlimited fund that was just set up, which is going to allow users to donate to the fund. It's going to allow South African users to request a free top up from the fund, and it's going to allow people to support Electroneum on the ground. So here's our unlimited fund donation page, and the first thing to say is the fund will be 100% free, so that we're not looking to take a fee for this service. It's not something we're doing to generate revenue for the site. This is basically to allow people, I think personally, as an investor in Electroneum, that anything we can do to help the project is fantastic. And South Africa is quite far away from most of us, so we can't really touch in the real sort of areas that Electroneum's targeting. But with this, I think it is a way to be able to touch into those areas. Not only to touch into those areas, but to push value, where you look at that as fiat value, or you look at that as Electroneum value. We'll be able to push Electroneum into these regions. And of course, South Africa is the first region, so it makes sense that we do something for these South African users. So the unlimited fund basically allows any user on the site to donate part or all or whatever they feel like, or none at all. Because if you feel like, well, I've not got that much Electroneum myself, and I'm using this site to kind of get Electroneum because I've not got any other way to get it, I've not got enough money to buy it, or I can't buy it, or for whatever reason, you know what I mean? I understand that. Not a worry. No one, is going to be judged on how much to donate or how much to take part. But for those that do have enough Electroneum and think, well, you know what, I've got to 100 ETN, I don't mind sticking donating 10 ETN into the fund, or 5 or 50, or whatever you feel like. And again, we have a lot of users in the Western world that probably look at our site and say, well, it's just that small amount of Electroneum, and you know what I mean, I'm not really going to bother with that. It's not going to make that much a difference to my balance. I've got quite a lot of Electroneum, and these amounts they're not worth my time. Well, how about we say you are invested in Electroneum and you're holding Electroneum. Why not come over, use the site, generate revenue, and those winnings that for you feel like they're not worth bothering about, sorry, donate them into the fund. That means that for 5 minutes a day of your time, maybe not every day, you come back and forward when you like, and for a very small amount of time and effort, you can generate free Electroneum, donate it into the fund, and that can have an impact for users in those areas. And I think that strengthens your investment. I think, being able to push as much Electroneum into these regions as possible, and say people come here and they get their phone topped up for that month, and now they're earning free ETN, so they've got ETN coming into their balance, and then they've got their cloud mining. That to me says that they've got a higher chance of then saying, well, my phone's topped up, I've still got this ETN, and I know, John down the road at the top up stall sells or accepts ETN for a number of different things. I'll use it for that then, and they go away, and then they're purchasing more things, and John at the top up stall saying, "Oh well, that's great. Loads of people are buying things with this ETN," and he talks to Terry. Terry, oh, the people paying in ETN for items, blah blah blah. You know, so the more Electroneum we can push in there, the better in my mind, and that will be regularly donating into this fund because I see it as, you know, something that's going to help real people, real touch real lives in real locations and in the real world. Because up till now, most support of Electroneum has been kind of in the internet world, you know what I mean? And here on the site, we've been touching into those real people. Nigeria, Uganda, we've had South Africans. We've been touching into these real people and feeding them that Electroneum since June last year. And now this is another direct way. And it allows people that, you know, think, well, I don't need that Electroneum. Well, you might not need it, but you can make a small amount of effort, and those people who do need it will get it. And that's kind of what I'm hoping. Sorry. Every time I make a video, I get a very dry throat. I don't know what it is, but I end up coughing and yeah, you can make a difference to these people with a small amount of your time, you know. So if you want to do that, I would encourage you, come and join us, get behind us, help us create as much free Electroneum as possible. Remember, it's not free in the sense of it has to be bought, you know what I mean? It's quite often I'm over at the exchange buying that Electroneum that's being sent out, you know what I mean? And it's paying cash, taking it from somewhere, whoever's selling it, taking it and saying, redistributing it to majority of people on our site, I believe, are holders. They can have a 5-year view of how long they're going to hold their coins. So that's a good thing as well, because it's going out to holders as well, but it's going out to unbanked users who have been holders up until this point. But I would imagine these South African users, you know, if they're getting these coins and they can use them, they're going to use them in the ecosystem. So I'm going to start off with 2,000 ETN donation into the fund today. That means from today, any South African user who has an unlimited phone number will be able to request a top up from these funds. So go to these are ETN points. You know the site works. There's no ETN on the actual site. These ETN points represent Electroneum, which is held separately. But the 2,000 points here that I'll be donating today are matched with real actual Electroneum. You know, all the payments go out real actual Electroneum. Basically, they're ETN points, and as soon as they go out onto the blockchain, as soon as it's time for payment, as soon as they go out, it's real ETN coins are sent, you know. So the 2,000 ETN I'm donating today is matched in the wallet. It's there, ready for top ups. So let's put in 2,000. Transaction completed. Thank you very much. Perfect. Now, if we look at the account for the Electroneum Fund, it now shows 2,000 ETN. And South African users will be able to sign up to the site, win free Electroneum, and when they need a top up. I think we'll just say one top up a month per African user, and we will top up their fund for them. So, if this is something you want to get behind and support us, we'll try to do something that, swap a small amount of your time, 5 minutes a day, whatever days you want to visit the site and take part. And if you think that's Electroneum is too little for me, send it into the fund, because it's not too little for these people. I'm sure they'll really appreciate it. Be able to check the fund's history. So here we go. All transactions from the unlimited fund will be listed here. So you'll be able to go through and see exactly what funds have been donated, what funds have been sent, which user they're attributed to. So you can see that, the ETN is actually going to where it's supposed to be going, and you'll know that because our South African users on the site, I'll be able to tell who is a South African user, who's genuine, through basically I can see where these people are in the world, etc. So if it's going out to one of these users, and they'll be verified users obviously because they have to be verified to play in the draws. So I think it's a good way for us to, help on the ground in those areas, and I hope people will look past the price sizes on the web on the site at the moment and say, well, you know what, I read the Google News or something for 5 minutes a day. I could, instead of reading the news, generate a wee bit and send it off into this fund, and we can send it off to those who need it on the ground, so I hope people will come and join us and help us to achieve that. And to our current users, if you feel like you want to strengthen your holdings of Electroneum by helping to grow user balances in these regions, pay for their top-ups and allow them to use their Electroneum for other things that they might need, feel free to donate into this fund. Okay, so that's about all for the moment. The fund is active, the fund is live. Free top-ups with Electroneum through the Electroneum fund, the unlimited fund, sorry. Have a nice day, guys. Good luck in the draws.